is our couch for now. This is the couch.
We're going to do a little interview with Sandro. We haven't done one yet. They don't have furniture. They literally just moved in. You want to give us a tour?
Yes. Well, we
We
got to
tour
go
the
back to the
crib.
beginning and go back to the tour. So welcome to the Magic Palace. If you follow me to the right, we have the den. It's a little bit dark in here, but you get the idea. We're going to have some work studies, workflows, systems, processes. This is where everything of that happens. Come out to the living room area. You know, the guest bathroom for the people who, need to urinate, things of that nature. Come in here. Washing, drying, all that fun stuff. And this is one of the most special parts. Hard bag.
That's so stupid.
Today, just for the guys at home who are wondering what we're spinning right now, collector's edition.
This is pretty cool. I got to admit, this is pretty cool. And the hookah.
Gavin, well, you gotta show them your room.
Not bad. I got my bed from Japan. Very nice.
That's cool.
Not too bad. Wait. Hang on 1 second. Check this thing out. Side, back up. Back up a little bit. Not bad. Hang on.
Oh.
Now if you take a close look, you can see the LED lights underneath from Japan. Everything imported. Very expensive. High quality. It did not break at all.
You know, I had a special architect come in here and design.
Oh, I like this too. Oh,
What are we looking at when we're sleeping?
Cuba. This is pretty nice, man.
Man, you got the Gucci loafers?
Uh-oh.
No.
How'd you get this, Sandro?
How did I get this apartment? It was with a little known thing called high ticket sales. Now, follow me here. This man, I gave $4,000 to back in December with no other money. That was it. We were, I don't want to get too much into the interview, but we joined with nothing and we just worked. First month in, got our first appointment setting job. I was at college. If you want to drop out of college, this is your sign to do it.
Yep.
Once I got the first appointment setting job, didn't get the check yet, but dropped out, made 4.5K next 3 months, making 5 to 6K, and well, I guess we'll cover the rest of the student interview.
So Sandro has been in the community for a long while, and for some reason, we hired this guy. He's on my personal team. He closed a $4,000 deal today.
Got one in.
You're at 10K. You broke 10K.
Yeah.
Last month? Was first
October.
month or
Yes.
October?
If that was last month, yes.
Nice. So he's a 10K a month earner now. And you're how old?
20.
You just had to think about
I
it.
had to think about it. Time moves fast.
So I met Sandro. He joined our community. You actually joined because of Gavin, right?
Yes.
If I remember right. So Gavin came in one day. We've already done an interview with Gavin, and he's like, "Oh, I got to get my friend to join." And so he joins as well. He comes down to Miami. I meet him. I meet his dad, and his dad is like very against him dropping out of school. And I wasn't aware of this, and I was like, "Hey, bro, you got to drop out of school now." And he was like, "Don't say that. Don't say that." Well, he ended up making really good money. He ended up dropping out, and he just moved to Miami. And obviously, you guys can see we're in Brickell. It's beautiful. I'm proud of you guys. It's a super nice crib. Got the record player and everything. So let's talk about this. Your biggest month is 10K.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to get from 0 to 10 grand a month?
So I got started back in December. I still remember the date. It was December 13th. I was going to college. This is where I met Gavin. Luckily, I say luckily because I don't honestly know where I would be if I didn't meet him. Met him, and then, I knew I did want to change something. I knew I wanted more for myself. So joined December 13th. Was in there practicing. Got my first appointment setting job January 15th. I still remember the day. I remember I was painting the inside of houses to make money because I literally spent the last $4,000 I had. And I get a call from Kishan, one of the coaches inside. He's like, "Hey, do you want an appointment set for KT or this Amazon FBA program?" I'm like, "Yes." And so I'm screaming in the car. We start first full month appointment setting. We made 4.5K. Next couple months after that, we're sitting around that same spot, that 4 to 5K range. And then transition to closing midway through the summer. Was getting up a little bit higher. It was just a slow progression, and I was loving every part of it though. We were learning so much, and closing, making 5 to 6, touching 7 sometimes. And so October was just the first month. Things pretty much broke through, and now we moved here.
That's pretty sick, bro. It's pretty sick. So your first month, you ROI'd on your investment.
On the
First
investment.
month. How scared were you that it wasn't going to work or that it was a scam or whatever?
I was was definitely pretty scared. Like, it's always going to be that kind of fear, I feel like, when you do get started with something like this. And I was lucky because I did know somebody like Gavin who had kind of already gone in and gotten through a lot of that. But even at the time, Gavin hadn't really seen any, like, because he had joined not too long before me. And so it was just, a little bit of fear. But I think the biggest thing was realizing that this isn't even a bad way to say it, but nobody's special. And I mean that the best way possible. Is in most of the kids that came through, and the ones even I saw early on, they didn't come from crazy sales backgrounds. They didn't come from doing, corporate sales or even anything. A lot
Complete
of them were
rookies.
just like me. And so it was just kind of that mentality of like, why not me? And so I knew if I could just come in, do all the steps that I'm being told to do, I could do it. And so I think that gave me the most amount of confidence.
And it worked.
And it did work.
It worked. That's sick. So you're on my offer. So we started running ads like 3 months ago. They actually are starting to work really well today.
Yeah.
We've got the ad you closed a deal on today is now at a 3.3 return, which is really good. So we'll scale that one up. It's been a bit of a slow grind just getting ads to work for the first time on a cold offer. And Sandro's been on that offer, but now he is a closer on a paid traffic offer, which means I can press a button and he's going to get more calls. He's going to make more money like instantly. That's literally the point of running ads. And you now have the upside. You'll probably be touching like 10, 15. You could probably make like 20, I think, in a month on this offer. So why did you pick sales out of like all these other things? Like you've got e-com, TikTok Shop is hot right now, all these shiny objects. Why sales?
So immediately I knew, because, I feel like as any, 18 to 20-year-old, you're trying all this early stuff.
Yeah.
Early on, you're trying whatever you can. But the biggest issue was trying to do a business as the first thing to get me to 10K a month. Because a business just has so many different components to it, so many different skill sets, marketing, sales too, all the different aspects of it. So I realized, okay, I'm not going to sit here and try to learn how to be really good at 5 different skills to run a business. I'm just going to get really good at one thing. And for me specifically, I've always loved people. Like I have one of my favorite quotes is, people will take you places money can't. So I love connecting with people. I love meeting people. And this just made so much sense to me. I was like, the idea of being a closer, even being able to travel, I'm huge on wanting to travel. And so taking, a couple calls a day, 5, 6 calls a day from anywhere I want, just conversing with people, and most importantly, helping people, especially with the offer now. I love it so much because it's what worked for me. And so you have that much
You're
more.
your own testimonial.
You're your own testimonial, and you have so much more conviction behind it. That was the most important thing. And I tell everybody, even on the calls like that I get on, is believe in what you sell. Because you get to the point where it's almost like you don't have to sell it. It's selling itself, and you're just sharing your story, and you're sharing what it can actually do for somebody.
I love that.
And so that was the biggest reason why I love sales, is I want to help people. I want to give back the blessings that God gave me. And it all comes back to just doing one thing really well.
That's awesome, bro. I don't think I could say it better myself.
We were at Virginia Tech, and the way I actually met Gavin was at a party, believe it or not. And so I always think, like, what if I didn't go to that party or whatever it is? And, I'm religious, so I always...
God's plan.
God's plan, completely through and through.
God's plan.
We would talk at college about how we wanted a life that was so much bigger than where we were, and we didn't want to go the traditional route, and we wanted all these things. And now to sit and look back with that perspective is just literally everything to me.
Yeah.
Like, it's something that, especially these last couple weeks and couple months, every night, going to bed this year, all I thought about was this, like literally being on this balcony, just the view, like all the other stuff outside of the money, just like, what does it feel like? What does it smell like? What does it sound like?
Yeah.
That's all I thought about. And to be here with him now, and you here now, like, is just absolutely mind-blowing.
It's so sick, bro. I'm proud of you guys.
Bro. Seriously.
You guys are, guys, I gotta say, like, honestly, like, so obviously they've become like good friends of ours now. Like they work with us, employees technically, but like these are good friends now. Very good guys. Like you and Gavin both are awesome stand-up guys, and that's why Kishan and I like gave you guys shots early. Like even when you weren't ready, like you were not ready. We went to dinner, I remember, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna stick you on ads.
I was shitting
Don't
myself.
fuck up." And you're like, "Oh no."
Oh no. But I think that's a huge aspect that people don't talk about a lot too. Is everybody gets started with whatever it is because they're just thinking about the money. I want to get 10K a month. But the amount that I gained, not even financially speaking, is just it can't be charted. It can't be like, it's not tangible. Relationships like with you, with the business owners, even just in high ticket sales, like the first guy I worked for just recently, talking to him, and he's like, "You need anything, let me know." And I think that's something that not a lot of people talk about enough, is what you gain without the money, or not without, but aside from the money.
Yeah.
The relationships, to me, that's something that is honestly even more valuable, because then when you're thinking about what you want to do after, a lot of the time sales is a vehicle for people. They want to build a business after. You have a Rolodex of contacts and people that you've worked with and grown with over the years that you can come back to and ask for favors in some cases.
Yeah,
So
no, I agree
love
a
every part
million
of that.
percent. And we'll end with this, guys. Like, sales is a great way to make money, but it is also the best stepping stone for you to get into business. Like, now everything I've touched has been successful. Like, we haven't had a company fail. I haven't had a company go under. Everything has won in some level of success because of that skill set, because of the connections, because of knowing the right people. Guys, we'll end with that. Sandro and Gavin both have gone from literally zero, and this is not, I'm not crediting us or myself. You guys worked your ass off, but literally zero to, they are now 6-figure-a-year earners, and they are 19, 20 years old, early 20s, and they just moved in. I'm not going to say the floor because you don't want to dox yourself like you did already. They just moved into a very, 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 this is like one of the nicest buildings in the entire United States, like for sure, by far. Like, guys, look at this. This is insane. So, guys, thank you for watching. If you want to work with us, you want us to do the same thing that we've taught all of these thousands of people to do, the same way we have with him and Gavin and all these interviews that we're doing, just check out the description or shoot us a message online. And you got any final words?
Final words: believe in yourself, bet on yourself, you will never fail, and most importantly, do not listen to people who are not in the position you want to be at. That can be friends, that can be family. A lot of the people you talk to on a daily basis, your boy who's playing 2K and smoking weed every day, they're not going to understand the vision. God gave you that vision, and he only gave you that vision because he knew you could fulfill it. That's what I want.
Bars. You're the best, bro.
Thank you.